It is indeed a very interesting topic. And the beauty is, the more we understand about karma, the more we are liberated. We feel liberated. When we act according to our consciousness, with the understanding what is right, what is not right, what is appropriate, what is not appropriate. With the conscious understanding through our inner guidance. See, for a baby soul, there may not be much of an inner guidance. For a young soul, still they are driven by power instincts, power, name, and fame. Only from a stage of mature soul, people start contemplating, am I doing the right thing? So old souls definitely want to be in alignment with the divine laws. And the fundamental divine law is the law of karma. See, birds of the same feathers flock together. Why we all have gathered here in this Zoom session? Because we all have an inner quest. What is the inner quest we all have? It's simple. We want to be a better version of ourselves. We want to be happy in life. We want to live a meaningful life. As simple as that. So there are few terminologies I would like to introduce today. Please note down. Take a pen and note down. The first one, you spending time with your own self. When you spend time with your own self, when you make friendship with your own self, that is called meditation. Meditation is a process which happens. Meditation, it's not something you can do. You can sit for meditation, but meditation is something which happens. When you are totally with yourself, it is called a meditative state. Meditative state simply means you are totally in deep union with yourself. This is Raja Yoga. When you are in union with your own self, it is simply called a meditative state. Okay. Now, Satjana Sangatyam. Sat Jana Sangatyam. Sat Janas means truth seekers. Sangatya means you want the companionship. So when two people are meditating, when they come together and they share their experiences of their own meditation journey, it is Sajjana Sangatya. When a group of meditators are coming together and they are sharing their own experiences, it is Sat Jana Sangatya. So Satjana Sangatyam, Sat Jana Sangatyam simply means like-minded people, seekers of the truth, coming together and sharing each other's experiences and listening from each other. The more you listen, the more you learn from others' experiences. It is not necessary that you have to go through all the experiences by yourself. By listening to others' experiences, you can learn a lot. So this Sajjana Sangatyam helps you to grow by listening to others' experiences. And when you listen to others' experiences, your experiences will be better understood. Your own experiences will be better understood. If you are not sharing your experience with anybody, then you are incomplete. There is no perfection in your understanding. But when you share your experience with a fellow seeker who is on a similar journey, then your understanding will be perfected. Your understanding about your own experience will be perfected. Where there are certain misunderstandings, where there are certain anomalies, those things will be removed very naturally. You better understand yourself through Sajjana Sangatya. And also, your spiritual ego comes to the rock bottom. You understand you are not the only person who is going through all the experiences. There are many people who are going through similar experiences. So there is nothing special about you. So your spiritual ego comes to the rock bottom. And the most challenging part in the Sajjana Sangatyam is to participate in it, because your ego doesn't allow it. Your ego says, I know everything. Why should I attend that class? I'm a senior meditator. I've been meditating for 10 years. Why should I share my experience with a junior meditator? Or why should I listen to a junior meditator's experience? I have read many books. I've traveled with many masters. I've reached a particular stage. So there is no need for me to listen to others' experiences. So this is a spiritual ego. And sometimes if there is any spiritual gathering, like annual events in an ashram or a conference of spiritual scientists, then the ego stops you. The ego will tell you that you are a senior meditator. You should be given a particular invitation, then only you should go. When you are a beginner in the spiritual journey, you invited yourself to every possible place so that you can learn. But once the spiritual ego comes, you feel that you need to have a special invitation, you need to have a special place, then only you can attend certain events. Socializing becomes difficult. Socializing with other seekers becomes difficult because you think big about yourself. That is spiritual ego. You think you are special. Spiritual ego simply means you feel you are special, as simple as that. So you have to break your own challenge. You have to break your own barriers by participating in Sajjana Sangatya. Then I'll introduce you to another term. Acharya Sangatya. Acharya means teacher. Acharya Sangatya means you seeking the companionship of a teacher. Unless you have an intense companionship or intense friendship with another enlightened master, you cannot be an enlightened master. Acharya Sangatyam is very, very important. It becomes a necessity that you seek the companionship of an Acharya, a teacher. Then through the friendship, through the companionship of the teacher, you also become a teacher. You see, there is a magnet and there is a small piece of iron. You keep a piece of iron, stick to the magnet for a few hours. The iron piece becomes a magnet itself. So Acharya Sangatyam is very important. But you can say that we are not so fortunate that we could make companionship with a teacher. We are living in faraway countries. We are living in our own place. Then where is the possibility of Acharya Sangatyam? When I say a teacher, the teacher can be in the physical form or in the non-physical form. If you are sincere and your quest is to seek the truth of the highest order, and you regularly practice meditation and you regularly participate in Sajjana Sangatyam, you're always open-minded and you have a lot of good karma in your soul account, then the invisible masters will come and teach you. The invisible masters, when I say, it can be your spirit guides, it can be your friends from the other dimension. They will come and teach you. You can hear their voice. You can feel their vibration. They will guide you in your journey. So for that, you need a lot of good karma. There are two things. For the Acharya Sangatya, whether it is physical Acharya or whether it is non-physical Acharya, teacher, whatever it is, the eligibility is two things. One, your intent has to be pure. And number two, you should have a lot of good karma in your soul account. When your intent is pure and when you have a lot of good karma, you become eligible for Acharya Sangatya. When I say your intent should be pure, that means you should be in a do or die mode. You are not lazing around. You are sincere. You are sincere in your seeking. You are sincere in your search. You are not wasting time. You are in a do or die mode. When I say do or die mode, that means you are so sincere. You practice every single day. You don't believe in external help. You don't have faith that somebody will come and help you. You have faith on yourself. You have faith on your sadhana. You have faith on your own spiritual practice. So there is a saying, God helps the people who help themselves. So when you have such sincerity towards your own self, towards your own practice, towards your own sadhana, that means your intent is pure. Your will is strong. Along with it, when you do good karmas, that means you're always in a space to help others. You are not a selfish person. You're always helping others in whatever way possible. What you learn, you are teaching others. What you have, you are giving others. You are sharing with others. You are no more a selfish person. You are always in the sharing mode. Naturally, you will have a lot of good karma in your soul account. Then you become eligible. So the other terminology is Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means self-study. Swa-adhyaya means self-study. What kind of books you have to read? You have to read the books of enlightened masters. You have to read the books of yogis who have traveled and who have so much of experience to share. Autobiographies of enlightened masters. Teachings of Buddha, teachings of Jesus Christ, teachings of Mahavir, teachings of Guru Nanak, teachings of Muhammad. You have to read all the teachings of all enlightened masters. Then, when you are reading the teachings of enlightened masters, then there is a lot you understand about your own self. you realize where you are and where you need to go. At what level of this spiritual journey you are in, where you are in, where you got stuck, and where you need to go, which direction you need to take, what you need to do, what you need to avoid. You will understand a lot about your own self. This is self-study, Swadhyaya. So, meditation every day becomes a necessity. Reading books, at least few pages every day, becomes a necessity. And Sajjana Sangatyam becomes a necessity. Then Acharya Sangatya will be gifted to you because you deserve it. And then once you have this Acharya Sangatya, when I say Acharya Sangatya, that means you are interacting with a teacher. You are learning directly from a teacher. In Sajjana Sangatyam, you are learning from fellow seekers. In Acharya Sangatyam, you are learning from a teacher. You are learning from an expert. So when you are learning from an expert, you understand that the learning is never ending. Because you see that there is no end to this journey. So when you see that there is no end to this journey, you become a humble person. You say that I don't know many things. What I know is just a few grains of mustard seed. What I don't know is the whole mountain. What I know is just an ocean drop. What I don't know is the whole ocean. So there is a story. Sometime back in the higher worlds, there is a discussion. And the discussion in the higher worlds with the higher masters is, we have to identify the most enlightened master on the planet Earth at that given point of time. And we have to honor him. So they scanned throughout the planet Earth. And they zeroed in on Socrates. So they came down to Socrates. These enlightened masters from the higher worlds, they came down to Socrates and they said, we are here to acknowledge you, that you are the most enlightened person at this point of time on the planet Earth. So we just want to acknowledge you. Then Socrates asked a question. He said, how is it possible that I am the most enlightened person on the planet Earth right now? Because I don't know many things. I don't know many things myself. How can I be the most enlightened person? So then they replied, you perfectly know that you don't know many things. That's why you are the most enlightened person. So you become a student. Even though you are a teacher, you are always in the student mode. You're always in the learning mode. You never conclude things. So this is the beauty of Acharya Sangatya. So when you see your teacher also reading books every day, when you see yourself that your teacher is also listening to everybody's experience and learning from everybody, then you realize, okay, this is the ultimate truth. So then you're always in the learning mode. To be a good teacher, the basic eligibility is you need to be a sincere student. Only a sincere student can be a good teacher. And once you become a teacher, then by default, you are always in the learning mode. So you become a very good student. A sincere student is eligible to be a good teacher. A good teacher, by default, is also a good student. So this is the equation. It becomes, see, there is a difference. In the Sajjana Sangatyam stage, the first stage is Sajjana Sangatyam. The next stage is Acharya Sangatyam. In the Sajjana Sangatyam stage, you are curious to know many things. You are excited to know many things. You feel so happy that you learned something. You feel wow about yourself. In the Acharya Sangatyam stage, the excitement is no more there. You are a cool and calm and composed person, always in the learning mode. You become a witness. You become a witness to the whole creation. The half part is always making noise. If you take a pot and you fill the pot with water, half the pot is water. You take a metal pot and half the pot is filled with water and half empty. It makes a lot of noise when you're carrying the pot from one place to another place. But when the pot is full, doesn't make any noise. So when you become a complete person, then you don't want to display your greatness. You don't want to display any magic. You don't want to show off to other people that you are great. You will be a simple, normal. You want to be a commoner. You want to be a simple person. Simplicity is the highest spirituality. A person who has reached the great heights of spirituality will be a very simple person, will be a very normal person. And he's always in the witness mode. He's always in the acceptance mode. He's always in the surrender mode. He's always in abundance mode. So these are the qualities. Some people, they practice abundance. Abundance is a quality which cannot be practiced. But abundance is a quality which can be blessed. Who will bless? When you are in the surrender mode, when you are in the acceptance mode, when you are in the witness mode, when you are in the simplicity, when you're always in the student mode, when you're always in the learning mode, when you're in the oneness consciousness, then naturally you are gifted with abundance. Abundance is a quality. Abundance doesn't mean that you have a lot of wealth. Abundance is a quality where you may not be a wealthy person, but you are a rich person. There is richness in your being. There is a difference between a wealthy person and a rich person. A wealthy person is the one who has money, but a rich person is the one, in spite of not having money, but he has a grace. There is no lack. There is always a completeness. So it is very important you understand these terminologies. And it is very important you understand this so that you don't get stuck. And when we are speaking about in the context of karmas, again, there are 3 stages. Write down. There are 3 stages in the context of karma. In the first stage, you feel that I should not do bad karmas because I don't want anything bad in my life. That is the first stage. The first stage is you don't want anything bad in your life. So your focus is not to do bad karmas. So when you are evolving, when you are learning, you naturally graduate to the second stage where Your focus is, I want to enjoy life. I want to rejoice life. I want to celebrate life. So your focus is on doing more good things because you realize, you understand, when you do good things, the good will naturally come back to you. So you are in that stage where your focus is to celebrate life. Your focus is to live a complete life. So your focus is on the good karmas. Now the third stage and the final stage is, you are tired of taking lifetimes after lifetimes, because when you do bad karmas, you get something bad. When you do good karmas, you get something good. Bad karmas are ill health and suffering. Good karmas are prosperity, health, well-being. So you realize that you are still in the chain. You are still in the loop. Bad karmas are like iron chain. Good karmas are like golden chain. The chain is made of gold, but still a chain. You have taken birth. You have a lot of good karma. You have taken birth. And there is a lot of saubhagya. Saubhagya means well-being, prosperity. But still you are in the process of birth and death and reincarnation process. Yes, you are celebrating life. No doubt you are happy that you have a good family, you have a good job, and everything is good, good children, good name, fame, everything is good. But still you are in the golden chain. So then the third stage comes. The third stage is you realizing that the good karmas are bad karmas and both are a chain. That is a third stage. You realize that. And you go beyond good and bad. When I say you go beyond good and bad, that means your focus is only a witness to whatever is happening. You enter into the witness mode. The third stage is you enter into the witness mode. You realize that I'm not doing anything. It is happening through me. I'm just a witness. You don't take credit for anything. You are donating money to somebody. You don't take credit. People will acknowledge you. Because of you, I got so much help. Thank you very much. You will say, I didn't do anything. It happened through me because you deserve it. It's happening through me. I'm just an instrument. I'm just a channel. I didn't do anything. But he will say, no, no, I got benefit. I got benefit. I got my education. I got my food. My family got benefit because of you. Then you will not take credit. You will say that you deserve it. You have got it. It has happened through me. If not me, somebody else would have come and helped you because you deserve it. So you don't take credit for anything. When you don't take credit for anything, when you're always in the witness mode, that it is happening through you and you are not doing. So when you come out of, see, in the first stage, in the second stage, you are in the doer mode. You are the doer. In the third stage, you are not the doer. You are just a witness. So when you come out of the doer mode and when you enter into the witness mode, then the karmic chain breaks. You come out of both the iron chain and golden chain. Both the chain gets broken. Then that becomes the final lifetime. That is called mukti, moksha, liberation, salvation. You have come out of the bandha. Bandha means a chain. You have come out of both. In that stage, you become a nirguni. Nirguni means you don't have any gunas. You are like a pure crystal-like, transparent, pure, crystal-like. You become a nirguni. So, for that kind of a person, there is no more karmas. If you take some Western authors, in some books, they might refer that there is no concept like karma. Some books, they say that if you believe in karma, karma exists. If you don't believe in karma, karma doesn't exist. There's a lot of confusion. The clarity, the truth is very simple. The truth is, unless you become a nirguni, karma exists for you. But if you become a nirguni, then karma doesn't exist for you. But until you reach that stage, karma is a tool for you to learn. It is like this, you are crossing a river. You are crossing from one side of the river bank to the other side. So you use a boat. So the boat is necessary for you to carry from one side to another side. But once you reach the other side, you have to step out of the boat. Then only you can reach the shore of the other side. So you have to let go of the boat also. If you're attached to the boat, saying that it is this boat which has carried from that side to this side, how can I let go of this boat? I don't want to get out of this boat because I'm so much grateful to this boat. Then you can never reach the other side of the river bank. You are stuck. So this is what happens with the people who have attachment to the guru. One of the final lifetimes is to learn detachment from the guru also. The guru is like a boat who has taken you from the darkness to the light. That is the role of the guru. That is the job of the guru. He's doing it out of his own joy. He's doing it for his own evolution. He's doing it for his own joy. It is his dharma. It is his duty. And if you have mistaken that as a bandha and say, I have a deep relationship with my guru, it is lifetimes and lifetimes of relationship I am traveling with this guru, how can I let go of this guru? Then you are stuck. Every teacher wants the student to grow and become a greater person than himself. So if you are attached to the guru is unhappy. If he is a real guru, he will be very unhappy and sad. He will kick the student and make the student go. So attachment to the guru is one of the final lessons in the karmic bondage. You have to be detached. Of course, there is a certain gratitude towards your teacher. The gratitude is there. The friendship is there. That's why it is very important to have Acharya Sangatya. In the Acharya Sangatya, the relationship becomes friendship. So once the relationship graduates to friendship, then it is easy to be detached. And in that detachment, the liberation happens. Then there is no more karma for you. Okay. But you can say that, how is it possible? It is very difficult for me. I'm very emotionally attached to my guru. It is very difficult to be detached from the guru. It's okay. Take few more lifetimes. It is your free will. No problem. Nobody's putting a gun on your head to be detached. It's your own free will. If you want to be detached, if you want liberation, if you want to be a nirguni, if you want to progress, finish off the earth syllabus and graduate to college, then you have to seek. You have to come out of all the attachments. It is your choice. When you're seeking salvation, naturally, you are ready for detachment. So, my dear friends, very important is to understand law of karma is a very simple law. It's a very beautiful law. It's a perfect law. There cannot be any debate about it. It's perfect. It exists. And why does this law exist? For our own evolution. See, every law is to help the people. Whether it is a spiritual law or a physical law, doesn't matter. Every law is to help the people. So this law of karma is to help in the progression, in the soul progression. If you understand it, then you are in the path of progression. If you don't understand it, still you are progressing, but you are not hastening your progress. Anyway, you will get enlightened. Whether it is 50 lifetimes, 100 lifetimes, or 1,000 lifetimes, or 10,000 lifetimes, you will get enlightened. Because without getting enlightened, there is no way to exit the life and death cycle on the planet Earth. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Again birth, and again death. You can take any number of lifetimes. You can take 10,000 lifetimes. That is possible if you want. Or you can finish the syllabus in 300 lifetimes. Or in 100 lifetimes. You can finish the syllabus and graduate and learn new things. So you have free will. That is the gift we all humans have, is free will. This is sometimes the people ask this question, sir, what is destiny? If everything is destined to happen, then where is the free will? Destiny is there, free will is also there. Both are there. Your prarabdha karma is nothing but your destiny. I explained you about the prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma is the karma you have chosen for yourself for this particular lifetime before you are born. You have planned it to learn certain lessons, to go through a certain karmic repayment and closure of certain accounts. So that is prarabdha karma. It is destined to happen. Prarabdha simply means it is destined to happen, which is nothing but destiny. Then where is the free will? Destiny is there, but free will is also there. How you handle your prarabdha karma is your free will. How you face your karma is your free will. I'll give an example. The two people, they met in this lifetime. So these two people, they never met before and they are meeting for the first time. That is destiny. Like us, like I'm meeting you, you are meeting me in the Zoom session. It is destiny. It is destined to happen. It is pre-planned that we have to meet on this particular day, in this particular occasion, in this particular platform. We have to meet. It is destiny. But how do you carry from this moment onwards is your free will. How do you take this relationship forward is your free will. You can either log in, listen for a few minutes and then log out. That is also your free will. Or you can log in and then wait till the end of the class and sincerely take notes and follow and experiment all the things which you have learned. And through that experiments, you ask further questions. You help yourself. That is also your choice. Everything is your choice, free will. Destiny is there. Free will is also there. And if you ask me, which has the upper hand? Which one has the upper hand? Destiny is something which is destined to happen. You cannot do anything about it. But you can use your free will. You can use your free will to turn every stone into a milestone. You can use your free will to turn every challenge into an opportunity of growth. You have the free will to make every relationship into a beautiful friendship. So free will is the ultimate. And you might ask a question, does everybody have a free will? If everybody has a free will, then why people are suffering? Yes, everybody has a free will. Everybody has a free will. A non-meditator or a non-seeker of truth doesn't know how to use the free will. He has the free will, but he doesn't know how to use the free will. A seeker of the truth, a meditator, perfectly knows how to use the free will. Because a meditator, a person who is in the path of the truth, he understands that for every choice he makes, there is consequences. He understands that there is choice, there is a free will. And he also understands that with every choice he makes, there is a Kriya Mana Karma and Agama Karma waiting for him. So again, let me explain. Sanchita Karma, it is the reservoir of all the karmas of all your past lives. Prarabdha Karma is that particular portion of the karma which you are taking in this lifetime. And again, there is another terminology I would introduce you is Kiyamana. Kiyamana Karma, there are two terms, Kiyamana and Agama. Kiyamana Karma and Agama Karma. Kiyamana Karma is the karma, like how you handle your prarabdha. The consequences of how you are handling your prarabdha becomes your Kiyamana Karma. If you are facing your challenges with the right approach, then you have the right results. If you are not handling your current challenges in the right way, then you have to pay the consequences of that in the next lifetime. So you are adding more karma to that. That is Kiyamana Karma. Agama Karma is you using your free will, you deliberately using your free will to plan for the future. That means you realize that this moment determines the next moment. So you realize that today I meditate, tomorrow I can make better choices in my life. If I read books today, if I have good friendship today, if I do the right things today, tomorrow will be a beautiful day for me. So you deliberately use the present moment to create a better future. That is Kiyamana, that is Agama Karma. Example is you choosing to meditate every day. You making a choice to read books every day. That becomes your Agama Karma. That means you want a better future. So to have a better future, you do certain karmas this moment, in the present moment. So that becomes your Agama Karma. So that is the difference. Kiyamana Karma is how you handle your prarabdha, how you handle your existing challenges. That is Kiyamana. Agama is how you deliberately plan for the better future. You make a deliberate choice. You use your free will. So truth is very simple. You create your reality. That's all. So let me take few questions. Once again, I can say that truth is very simple. You create your own reality based on People know that, theoretically, people know that we create our own reality. Based on what? Based on your thought patterns, based on your vakshetra, based on your thoughts, based on your words, and based on your deeds. So, based on your words, based on your thoughts, based on your words, and based on your deeds, which is actions, you create your own reality. Your thoughts are very powerful. Your thoughts are very, very powerful. If you have negative thoughts, you are bound to get negative results. If you're having positive thoughts, you will get positive results. If you're having miraculous thoughts, you will get miraculous results. Thinking and destiny. Your destiny depends upon your thinking. Your destiny depends upon your thinking. Suppose if you have low self-esteem, you don't have self-confidence, then you are bound to be a failure in any project you undertake. Even the spiritual journey you will undertake, you want to do meditation, you want to start meditation, but you will drop it in the middle because of the lack of faith on your own self, because of your own thoughts, negative thoughts. If you think like, how can I meditate 3 hours every day? Meditation is all for great masters. I'm an ordinary person. Then by having this thought, you have lost the game before the game begins. You see? So your thoughts are very powerful. And again, you can ask the question, how can I have positive thoughts all the time? You have to meditate every day. You have to read books every day. You have to do Sajjana Sangatyam every day. Then naturally you will have perfect thoughts. When you listen to others' experience, you feel inspired. That if he can do it, I can also do it. When somebody is reading a book and sharing something from the book, you feel like, yes, I also want to read some books. I also want to learn more. So, Sajjana Sangatyam helps you to discipline yourself. Reading books helps you to discipline yourself. In my own life journey, I meditated intensely for hours together. And that inspiration came from my own analysis of my own progress. And I used to have a lot of energy because I used to do hours and hours of meditation. And with that energy, I read a lot of books. And reading that books inspires me to do more meditation. You see, the more you read books, the more it inspires you to do meditation. And the more you do meditation, the more naturally you want to read books, the more naturally you want to be in Sajjana Sangatyam, the more naturally you want to be in the space of Acharya Sangatyam. Everything is intertwined. But first you need to have the right thought. The right thought is, yes, I want to be enlightened in this lifetime. Come what may. I want to be enlightened. I want to live a liberated life. I want to live a happy life. I want to live a meaningful life. I don't want to live any other way. If at all I want to live a meaningful way. No other possibility exists for me. Either do or die. So if you have this attitude, that means your thoughts are very strong thoughts, very powerful thoughts, very intense thoughts. And every day you cultivate the thoughts, and every day, see, it is like this, your arrow, just your bow and arrow. So in which direction? The direction of your arrow determines in which direction the arrow goes. You release the arrow in a random direction, It's not going to help you. But if you say that this is the direction I want to release my arrow, you aim. Your aim is perfect. Your aim is clear. And you're releasing the arrow in that direction. Then very naturally the arrow hits the target. See, there is a mango tree and you're using the arrow to get a mango fruit. First, you have to aim. In the first attempt, you might fail. In the second attempt, you might fail. The third attempt, you might fail, but you're not changing the aim. Just because the first attempt is failed, if you change the aim, then the second attempt is failed, then you change the aim, you become aimless, directionless. Aimless, directionless, no goal. It's not going to help you. So you have to stick on to the aim. You want to get enlightened in this lifetime? You stick on to that aim. Doesn't matter whether meditation happens or not, whether you are able to read books or not, whether there is too many thoughts or not. Doesn't matter. You stick on to the aim. You make your efforts again and again and again. You practice. You close your eyes and sit. Especially beginners of meditation. They will try to meditate for 1 week and then they get disheartened. They say, oh, this technique is not for me. They will drop the process. When you decide that you want to be enlightened, you want to be a great meditator, you want to live a meaningful life, you have to stick on to that aim and make efforts again and again and again every day. First day you might fail, second day you might fail, 1 week you might fail, 10 days you might fail, 1 month you might fail. But 31st day, you will never fail. Or the 40th day, you will never fail. And you will understand that 30 days is a very necessary preparation for you to reach that meditative state. You will understand that the first 30 days are very, very important for you to reach that meditative state. Without that 30 days, there is no possibility. So your thoughts should be unwavering thoughts. That is very important. Your thoughts should be unwavering. Before you decide something, you have to think twice, thrice. But once you decide, there is no stepping back. Come what may. If you have this kind of attitude, this attitude is called a do or die attitude. If you have this kind of an attitude, then success is seeking you. You are not seeking success. Success is seeking you. Because you are an eligible candidate for success. Similarly, your words should be positive. Make an attempt to always speak positive things. Catch hold of yourself. Anytime you speak any negative word, catch hold of yourself. Correct yourself. So your words should always be positive, miraculous. Things might be very challenging. In that challenging situation, it might be difficult to speak miraculous, but still you speak miraculous. Because your words are your expression of your soul. If I am speaking, I'm not simply using my vocal cords. My soul is expressing through this sound. So your words are the expression of your soul. If you speak positively, that means your soul is guiding yourself to be in that space, in that positive space, in that miraculous space. Then very naturally, you get what you want. You create your own reality. What you want, you create it. First, it has to be in the thought, then it has to be in the expression. Then naturally the manifestation happens. Again, these are the 3 stages. First, always it's in the thought form. Anything you want to manifest in life, anything you want in life goes through 3 stages. The first stage is the thought stage. The thought has to be crystal clear. There should be no wavering thoughts. If the thoughts are not crystal clear, then manifestation is also not up to the mark. So the thought should be crystal clear. The aim should be perfect. Then the words should be perfect. Always positive words, miraculous words. You speak. You don't need to spend money to speak positive things. Even though the situation is challenging, you just tell yourself all is well. Whatever happens, happens for good. In the God's creation, there is no injustice. There is no tragedy whatsoever. Whatever happens, happens for good. It is for my progress. Speak always good. Always speak the truth, because truth has a certain power. Speaking positively is on one level. Speaking the truth is on the highest level. Always speak the truth. Let your soul express the truth of the highest order. Then very naturally, because of your thoughts, because of your words, the efforts comes very naturally. With the right thought, with the right words, with the right efforts, you become an eligible candidate for enlightenment, or you become eligible candidate for whatever you want to manifest. Whether it is, this formula is not only for spiritual things, this formula is for physical things also. For anything you want to manifest, this is the formula. And some people might say, sir, yes, I understand everything. Theoretically, I understand everything. I want to be in a positive space. I want good things. But what to do? There is some less energy. I have less energy, and there are negative things around me, my family, financial challenges, these challenges. What can I do? This moment is in your hands. So use this moment to the best possible way. When you use this moment to the best possible way, the next moment will be beautiful. The next moment you use it in the best possible way, the moment after will be beautiful. So focus on the present moment. Always focus on the present moment. This moment, I have time. I can close my eyes and meditate. This moment, I have excess wealth. I can distribute to somebody. I can create more good karmas. First, you have to have good karmas to go beyond the good karmas. Some people are too smart. They'll say that, okay, anyway, I have to come out of the golden chain also. So why to bother about good karmas? I will be in the witness mode straight away. Not possible. You have to go step by step. From LKG, you cannot, an LKG student will ask the question to the teacher. Okay, why am I joining this school? Why am I in this class? The teacher says, you are in this school for the graduation, so that you finish your 10th and 12th. After that, you are graduated. Then the student cannot say, why don't you put me directly to the 12th class? Why should I go through the LKG, UKG, first standard? Let me directly go and sit in the 12th. It's not possible. You have to learn step by step everything. While, for example, if you're not doing any good karmas in your life, your focus should be to do good karmas first. Then simultaneously, while doing the good karmas, you be in a witness mode. Okay. So there is no shortcuts in spirituality. In spirituality, there is no shortcut. Write down in bold letters, there is no shortcut in spirituality. There is only straight cut. You do the right things, right thing will happen to you. As simple as that. So we can go in detail, but the ultimate truth is you create your own reality. You create your own reality based on your thoughts, based on your words, based on your actions. And understanding this law of karma helps you to a great extent to enlighten yourself, to help yourself. Okay. Again, tomorrow we'll continue. And the week after, I'll be in the retreat. So the next session will be in the new year, 2024. So today and tomorrow we'll discuss in detail about understanding in detail about law of karma. Tomorrow we can also understand how law of reincarnation is very closely intertwined with law of karma. Your your karmas, what account you have in your karma determines what kind of lifetime you will take. So your reincarnation depends on your karma. We'll discuss about that tomorrow. So now I'll take few questions. So for the people who want to ask questions, please be simple, straight to the point, so that your question should not only help you, it should also help others. Okay. So, Lalita Lakshmi.
Namaste, sir. My name is Lalita Lakshmi. I'm from Bengaluru, Karnataka. I have two questions. First one is, if a person gets birth with the Adrida karma, that is, lesser challenges, does it mean that he has chosen less prarabdha karma, or does he has is it like his sanchita karma is less? This is the first question.
Okay, let us go one by one.
Okay.
So there can be many possibilities. Your question simply says that in a particular lifetime, if a person doesn't have too many challenges, Adrida karma means not too many challenges. There are three categories. I will repeat it once again. The intensity, depending on the intensity, we can classify into three categories. Very high intensity, which is called Drida. Drida means high intensity. So Drida karmas, very intense karmas. Then Drida Adrida karmas, which means it is still intense, but it can be reversed. With the right approach, with the right attitude in life, with the right understanding of life, the challenge can be reversed. The third one is Adrida. That means very less intensity. So we occasionally might see some people in our family or in our neighborhood where everything is good in their life, happy-go-lucky, and there's no much challenges in their life. All is well, all good, good, good. They are born in a good family, no financial challenges, good health, good marriage, good kids, everything good, good. Now you might ask, what is why they have to go through that? That means they don't have much in the sanchita, or they don't have taken much in the prarabdha. What is that? Are they enlightened souls? This kind of question might come. So it is like this. Just imagine that you have taken many lifetimes with a lot of intense karmas. You've taken many lifetimes with a lot of intense karmas. You are very tired, with too much of work, many lifetimes, lot of challenges, lifetime after lifetime, lifetime after lifetime, lot of challenges. So then you ask your spirit guide, you say, I need a holiday. It's too much of work. I need a holiday. Then the spirit guide will say, okay, take a break. Enjoy the holiday. So that particular lifetime, they don't have much intense karmas. They are just like relaxing and enjoying their life for that particular lifetime. It can be that scenario. Okay. So it doesn't mean that they're enlightened masters. It doesn't mean that they don't have sanchita, they don't have a baggage. It simply means that they're on a holiday. Okay. So you have to understand the context. When a person is enlightened, it doesn't mean he don't have challenges. Okay. Your challenges are nowhere related to your enlightenment. If you are an enlightened person, you might still have challenges, but you don't consider them as challenges. You consider them as an opportunity to learn. You consider as an opportunity to serve others, or you consider that challenge as an opportunity to be an inspiration for another person. Like some enlightened masters, they go through some chronic illness. You might ask a question, they're great enlightened masters. Why should they go through that chronic illness? There might be many reasons. Number one reason, it might be an opportunity for the enlightened masters to be an inspiration for the rest of the people. Don't get identified with the body. You are a soul, you are not the body. So in spite of all the physical challenges, how there is a beautiful smile all the time in the enlightened master's face. So he becomes an inspiration for the other people. That in spite of all the chronic illness, he's always in smile. He's always speaking the truth, ultimate truth. So to become an inspiration to another person, sometimes the enlightened masters take certain chronic illness. Or the other reason might be to help the disciples absorb, to help the disciples go to the next level, graduate to the next level. So sometimes the master takes the disciples' karma also. Only 10% karma. If the student is ready, that means if the student has learned the lesson. See, there are two things. One is learning the lesson, and the number two is settling of accounts. After you learn the lesson and after you settle the accounts, then you are completely released of that karma. So some students, with their sincerity, with their awareness, with their mindfulness practice, with their meditation practice, they would have learned the lesson. But the accounts are still not yet paid. So they might be going through a certain baggage. So the guru, a teacher can identify that. A teacher can see that. So a guru has lived his life and it is time for him to vacate the body. So what he will do, before he vacates the body, he takes certain karma of the students who are eligible. So that means the student is sincere, he has learnt his lesson, but this baggage is troubling him to go forward to the next level. So the guru will take that baggage. Only 10%, not 100%, only 10% maximum the guru will take. So the guru might go through certain karmic baggage, not because of his own karma, but he is absorbing the karma of the students voluntarily. That can be the scenario. So I'm giving you a scenario so that you understand that a person with a less baggage doesn't mean he is enlightened. And vice versa. A person with a lot of baggage doesn't mean he is not enlightened. Okay. You got it?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. My second question is, if a person has some mental challenges or physical challenges, any such kind of challenges, it means that it's because of karma. What about the emotional challenges like depression and all? Is it because of karma?
Everything is because of karma.
Oh.
You are going through depression today because yesterday you didn't meditate. Yesterday you didn't have the right understanding of life. So what you are facing today is the consequences of yesterday. Your yesterday determines today, your today determines tomorrow. This is karma, as simple as that. See, I'll give you an example. You have got up from the bed. You slept well, you got up from the bed, and your stomach is feeling good. No burning, nothing. And you went to clean your system, and everything is good. So that means, what does that mean? That simply means yesterday you have eaten healthy food. Suppose you have eaten spicy food. You have eaten food with a lot of chemicals. So that means today when you get up in the morning from the bed, you feel burning sensation. You feel discomfort when you are cleaning your system. If your system is not good today, that means yesterday's food intake, there is something wrong in it. And what you are eating, what you are going to eat today determines how you will feel tomorrow morning. So if today you are feeling depressed, that means yesterday something terrible you would have done, either to yourself or to another person. But karma is karma. Got it? So
Yes.
everything is karma.
Yes, sir. Understood. Thank you so much for clarifying my doubts. Thank you.
Yes. Welcome. All right. So next question is Vijay.
Good evening, all masters. I'm Vijay from Chennai. Sir, my question is, the prarabdha karma is destined to happen in this lifetime, right? So if we make a wrong free will choices, does it mean that these karma get postponed to the next lifetimes? Or is it always that we will handle and settle the accounts in this lifetime itself? Supposed to do that? Is it supposed to do?
Okay, so it depends again in the prarabdha karma, what is the intensity of the karma?
Okay.
See, prarabdha karma simply means that you have chosen this karma for this particular lifetime.
Correct.
So within this prarabdha karma, you would have classified in your soul planning stage. You would have classified that, okay, these are dhrida karmas. I want this lesson to be learned at any cost because I have postponed this lesson for many lifetimes. So in this lifetime, I don't want to postpone it. So that becomes your dhrida karma. So you are bound to go through that challenge. No choice for you. Dhrida karma simply means no choice for you. You have to go through that challenge.
Okay.
How you handle that challenge is your free will, but the challenge is inevitable. Okay. Suppose if in your prarabdha karma, in your soul planning stage, you always have a free will to postpone adhrida karmas. You always have a free will to postpone certain karmas which are of less intensity. Less intensity challenges, you have the free will to postpone to next lifetime. But high intensity challenges, you have no free will because it is your soul planning that it is necessary that you have to go through that to learn certain lessons because you have been postponing it for many lifetimes. So you plan your life situation in such a way that there is no way for you to postpone. You have to face it in this lifetime.
Okay. So when you say you face it, you will learn it as well. We will settle that account.
It depends on your free will. If your focus is on learning, then you are out of the karma. If your focus is on complaining, not in the learning mode, you are not in the learning mode, you are in the complaining mode, then the same karma will repeat in the next lifetime.
Okay.
Because see, karma is a tool to learn lessons. So the ultimate goal is to learn lessons. Everybody is going through challenges. So through challenges, everybody learns lesson. So if your focus is not on learning lesson, your focus is on complaining, is on dragging your feet, then you are simply wasting your time. The same challenge will be repeated next lifetime also. Until you learn the lesson, the same challenge will be repeated any number of lifetimes. You might take 100 lifetimes, but if you don't learn that lesson in the 100 lifetimes, you have to take 101 lifetime. It is like this, you fail a subject. In a school, there are 6 subjects. You fail one subject. So you have to repeat the subject. Until you pass the subject, there is no way you can graduate to the next class. It's the same way.
So which means prarabdha karma is the ones that is destined to happen. It is not that it is destined to settle in that lifetime. It could still be.
It can settle provided you learn your lessons and provided you do the right actions. Provided you have the right understanding of your challenge and you handle the challenge in the right way and you consciously settle the accounts, then it can be liberated.
Okay, sir, got it.
Okay. See, again, I'll tell you an interesting thing. Suppose, you have taken 6 lessons. For example, in the soul planning stage, you have taken 6 lessons to learn in this particular lifetime. So that 6 lessons becomes your prarabdha, right? So you are born and you have planned to learn the 6 lessons in 70 years because you plan to live 70 years, for example. And in the 70 years, I will learn the 6 lessons. But by the age you are 25 or 30 or 40, you have come into meditation. And you started intensely meditating. And you started reading books and you started learning from everybody. And you are on a fast track of learning now. So the lessons you have planned for 70 years, now all the 6 lessons, you will finish it off in 60 years. Or 40 years. By 40 years only, you finished off all the lessons you have planned in your prarabdha. So your prarabdha is finished by the time you are 40, your prarabdha is finished. Now what will happen?
Sanchita.
By default, from the Sanchita, you will automatically access all the karmas, baggage of karmas from your Sanchita, and you will start learning that lessons also. So once you have finished your prarabdha, by default, you will access from the Sanchita. So that's why sometimes they say that, sir, I came into meditation because of certain challenges in my life. I've been meditating intensely, sincerely for 2-3 years. But I noticed that my challenges have increased. I thought my challenges will be settled and I will be a happy person. But I noticed that the more I meditate, the more I'm in the spiritual path, the more I do service, the more I'm helping others, the more I'm teaching meditation, the more the challenges are increasing. It is increasing because your prarabdha is finished. You have taken 25% of your lifetime to finish your entire prarabdha, and automatically you are bringing more and more from the Sanchita. So that means you are clearing of all your karmic bank. Sanchita is your reservoir. So your soul is smart. It automatically takes it from the Sanchita and wants to clear it off. Because the soul realizes the only way to learn is through karmas. So the soul is always on the learning mode. So when you are on the learning mode, you are burning karma continuously. And when you are burning the karma, naturally you are going through challenges. And once you are in the learning mode, your challenges are no more your challenges. You will say, whatever comes in life, I will face it. Because there is something for me to learn, let me face it. So there is no resistance for you. There is no complaints for you anymore. You are willing to face it. You are willing to face the challenges. The fears are there. In spite of the fears, you are willing to face the challenge. So then your Sanchita is getting cleared. You have a free will to postpone also, and you have a free will to fast track your progress also and bring it from the Sanchita also.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes. Got it.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So tomorrow, I think we'll take maybe one last question. Ritesh. So for the people who would like to be answered, you have to be on the video. Then only you'll get a chance. So this will be the last question for today. And tomorrow, we will integrate more things in detail. So all the people who have raised your hands, so tomorrow, do remember to come on the video and ask the question. And we will integrate all your questions tomorrow. Yes, Ritesh.
Namaste, sir. Myself, Ritesh from Kanker, Chhattisgarh state.
Can you be a little louder, sir?
Yes, sure. Is it okay now?
Yes.
Sir, my question is pretty straightforward. My question is, can our destiny not overpower our free will?
See, it is like this, in a relationship, husband-wife relationship. So in a husband-wife relationship, if the wife is strong-willed, then the husband has to listen to the wife. If the husband is strong-willed, then the wife has to listen to the husband. So whoever has a better willpower, naturally the other partner listens to them. If you have a weak willpower, you are bound to go through your destiny. If you have a weak free will, you have a free will, but you don't know how to use your free will, then you are a slave of your destiny. You understand this word? You become a slave of your destiny. Because you don't know how to use your free will. Because of the lack of spiritual knowledge. But if you have a lot of spiritual knowledge, you have a lot of meditation practice, and you have a lot of good karma, and you understand the bigger picture of life, then your free will is very strong. Then your destiny should surrender to the free will. Which means, in spite of your destiny, your free will is successful. That means your free will always wins over your destiny, provided you know how to use your free will.
Suppose it's a drit because of drit karma, because of high intensity of karma. So naturally, my free will might.
You use your free will. See, high intensity karmas are mostly birth by birth. For example, a son, a daughter, or a child is born physically challenged. You cannot change it. You cannot reverse it. So what will you do? You have a good free will. So imagine the situation. You have very high intensity karma. You are going through certain illness by birth. For example, HIV infected child. The child is infected by birth with HIV. So it is a very intense karma for the child. But the child can use its own free will when the child grows up with the right practice, with the right understanding of life, with the right scientific spiritual temper. The child, rather than seeing that as a challenge, the child can take it as an opportunity, and the child intensely can practice meditation, and the child can be an inspiration for the rest of the people who are infected with the HIV, that through meditation, you can still live a healthy life. Through meditation, you can still live a normal life. There is nothing wrong with it. And the child will become a meditation teacher. The child becomes an inspiration for all the other children who are infected by HIV. You got it? So, whatever might be the intensity, ultimately your free will prevails. But to use your free will, you need right spiritual knowledge. And for the right spiritual knowledge, you need meditation. You need Swadhyayam. You need Sajjana Sangatyam. Then you have the right spiritual knowledge. Okay?
Thank you, sir. I got it. Thank you.
Clear?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
See, the one thing you have to remember is always the free will prevails. Whatever might be the intensity of the karma, the free will prevails. Whether we have the eligibility to use the free will, that matters. Okay?
Yeah, because as you said that when we come into meditation, sometimes the challenges tend to increase because we might bring from our...
See, you take the example of Dhruva Tara. Dhruva, you know the story of Dhruva? Dhruv, you know the story of Dhruv?
I have heard the name. Please remind me, I'm forgetting it.
Tomorrow I'll tell you the story of Dhruva Tara. It's very simple. So the child lost his mother. This very small child, his name is Dhruv. In English, we call it as North Pole. Not North Pole, it's Pole Star. Pole Star, which is a guiding star for all the people who are traveling in the ship. So he is a person who lost his mother at a very early age, and he was seeking his father's affection because he is missing his mother's love. And his father would have married by a second time by then. And so this foster mother, this stepmother, will push him away. The stepmother will not let the child to sit on the father's lap because the father is a king. Okay. So the stepmother always wants her son to take the place in the father's lap. So he was missing love. He was feeling lonely and he was crying. And one day he decided to leave the palace. He said, okay, there is no love in this place, but he doesn't know what life is. So he was traveling in the forest. He was walking in the forest. Then sage Narada comes. And sage Narada asks, why are you crying? He said, I'm looking for love. Then Narada says, if you do what I say, not only you will receive love of yourself, you will receive love of everybody on the planet Earth. So then this small child, Dhruv, will say, tell me immediately what should I do? I'm willing to do. And Narada says, you sit on the rock, close your eyes, observe the breath. If you do it, then naturally you will be a person with full of love. Then he meticulously, sincerely, he does the sadhana. He becomes enlightened. Then again Sage Narada comes and gifts him that you will always be a shining star and you will be a light for the whole world. So that star is called the pole star. So this is a story. So he was, by birth, he lost his mother. Such a great intense karma he has. But he used his free will to meditate, and because of that challenge, he started seeking the truth. And because of that, he became a pole star, a Dhruva Tara in the sky. So always free will prevails, irrespective of the challenge. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, friends. So once again, tomorrow will be the last day to conclude this karma topic. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Namaste to all.